alongside me will be George Reese. Your starting five for Walsh: Zach Carter at the guard, number 4 Connor Keck, Shaw Montgomery, the man in the wing, Jesse Hardin, who George pointed out is our man to watch, and rounding out the starting five, Trey Fletcher, wearing 32 for the Cavaliers.
For the Ohio State Buckeyes this season, we're starting off with Jaquan Lyle, Cam Williams, Mark Loving, Trevor Thompson, and Kata Bates-Diop. Looking forward to see what this young team can do this year.
And today we're not going to see Jay Sean Tate unable to go because of an ankle injury. Get some more time for the fresh faces, maybe.
Definitely. Looking forward to it. Start from scratch is not always a bad thing.
Should be an exciting season for Ohio State with a lot of question marks. And it's going to be exciting to watch and figure out who this team really is.
Hey, anytime you lose a senior class that won over 109 games in 4 years, it's definitely going to be a rebuilding process.
And this is the first step on the way as Trevor Thompson wins the opening tip, and here is Jaquan Lyle getting things started for the Buckeyes.
Walsh out man-to-man defense. See who the Buckeyes attack early on.
Lyle with the ball here on the left wing. Gets a pick from Trevor Thompson. Bates-Diop kicks out to Lyle. Lyle pulls up on the wing. And some quick hands there, rip the ball from Trevor Thompson.
Walsh is being coached by Jeff Young. I know he's familiar with the Schottenstein Center, bringing Walsh in here the last 4 or 5 years, and definitely a competitive team. And you look for this team to be definitely competitive in their conference this season.
Ohio State back with the ball now. Jaquan Lyle goes into Mark Loving, looking to work from the high post. Loving through the foul, and it drops.
Definitely a good sign for this season to come, getting Mark Loving off to a good start, especially him mixing it up in the post and not always relying on the jump shot.
As the only upperclassman on the roster, and he's only a junior, he's got to be a leader for this Ohio State team.
Definitely.
As he steps to the line for his first shot of the game. So he finishes off the three-point play, and Ohio State jumps out to a 3-0 lead.
Like I said, getting off to a great start here with Mark Loving being the first guy to score a point in the Schottenstein Center for the 2015-2016 season.
Now here for Walsh is Jesse Hardin stepping back over the outstretched arms of Kata Bates-Diop, and that's a big man to try to get the shot over.
Yeah, tough shot, good contest by Kata.
Feeding the new big man right away. Trevor Thompson drops in an easy 2.
Textbook fast break. Trevor ran the floor, ducked in, got early post position. Good finish.
One thing you hear from Thad Matta when he talks about his new post players, he says they all can run the floor well. There you saw Trevor Thompson getting a chance to show off just that.
And I like what I'm seeing early out of the Buckeyes. They're switching, they're communicating on defense. They got a lot of guys long and athletic and can stay in front of these little guards.
This is Zach Carter with the ball now. Swinging the ball to Shaw Montgomery, who fires from the corner. Connor Keck and Trevor Thompson battling for the rebound, and that'll go out of bounds off of Thompson.
Talk about the big mans this season. Thad Matta, one shy of 300 career at O State. And you know he loves to have good big men that can produce down low. We're going to be interested to see what Trevor Thompson does this season.
Here's Jaquan Lyle running the break. Bates-Diop fires a quick 3, not able to find the bottom of the net. So here comes Walsh back the other way. Here's Jesse Hardin with the ball now. Walsh, George. For Walsh, this offense is going to need to go through Jesse Hardin, as he was their leader in just about every category last year.
Definitely. Jesse Hardin is the guy that's going to knock down shots. He's the shot maker for this team. Efficiency is going to be a big deal for him as the season progresses for the Walsh Cavaliers.
There's Hardin pulling in a rebound off of a Cam Williams miss. Hardin with the ball here on the right wing.
Ohio State getting good shots early. They got to start knocking those down.
Walsh fires another 3, rims out. Trevor Thompson grabbing the board, and early on we're seeing Walsh fire from deep early and often. I
think we're going to see that a lot this year. Jesse Hardin got up 10 the last exhibition game. Mark Loving here with another one. Another good sign. Mark Loving has to be that guy offensively to step up and hold the load for this Ohio State Buckeye team.
As a leader, a guy they're going to look to offensively. And here is Walsh again firing from 3. That's Connor Keck. He can't get it to go as Loving pulls down the board.
Miscommunication there on defense. Walsh couldn't make him pay.
Lyle trying to go into Thompson. Pass goes off the side of the board. Ohio State will maintain possession as the ball goes off of Walsh's number 2, Zach Carter. We have our first sub, and there you see Jeff Young, all-time winningest coach, at Walsh, and 281 wins, no matter what level of basketball, is an impressive amount.
Definitely. We rave about Coach Mata has 298. Jeff Young's not too far around with 281. Two good coaches doing great things for their programs.
And there's Jaquan Lyle off of a nicely drawn up play out of the out of bounds.
Anytime you can score that easy, it's great.
Here is Jesse Hardin with the ball for Walsh. Pump fake gets a man in the air. Ball swings back to Hardin. Hardin hits the three. Walsh is now on the board.
That's definitely not the guy you want to lose in half-court offense. Jesse, you got to know where he is at on the floor at all times.
Jaquan Lyle with the ball up top. They go to Mark Loving. Mark Loving has the hot hand early. Cam Williams pulls up from the mid-range. Not able to find it.
Good shot, though, off the screen-to-screener action for Cam Williams.
Here come the Cavaliers. Hardin with the ball. Pulls up off of the screen. Not able to find it. Bates Diop pulls down a board. Jaquan Lyle going back into Thompson. Foul on the floor as Thompson was held.
I like the early duck in by Trevor in transition, and Jaquan Lyle being the point guard trying to see the floor is definitely trying to get him the ball.
Yeah, early on, they're definitely going to that post game. You've seen Thompson getting good position and calling for the ball, and you see Ohio State trying to go to them.
That's post play one-on-one. You don't have to wait till the offense is set up to be able to post and get good position, and Trevor's done that the first 3 plays in this transition offense.
Trevor Thompson will make his way to the bench as his replacement. Daniel Giddens received the inbounds pass. There's Cam Williams driving, kicks out to Jaquan Lyle. Jaquan with space, knocks down the three.
And what I noticed from Jaquan in practice is he does like to hit that three-pointer off the rhythm dribble, but he should have shot that first one, but he knocked it down anyway. Good communication by the Buckeyes with defense with these switches early on.
Walsh going to the post.
Tough shot.
Not able to find it. Tried to fall away. Good help defense by Keita Bates Diop. Here's Mark Loving on the right wing. And now Jaquan Lyle with the ball in hand.
This offense you're going to see this year is going to be predicated off of spacing. Oh.
That just is too easy for Bates Diop.
KBD with the nice finish going baseline. And that's what you see, the potential in him. Long, athletic, one dribble finish, put it behind the numbers.
Walsh now inside. They got Jaquan Lyle for the foul there as he came over to help. We have our first timeout. Ohio State leading 14-3 early on. Trevor Thompson knocks it down, and we will take a quick break. A 14-3 lead over the Walsh Cavaliers. And Ohio State losing a lot with that senior class, as we've already touched on.
Like we talked about, 4 guys at over 109 wins their whole career. Sam Thompson, second leading scorer for this Buckeye team. And you saw their last loss against Arizona NCAA tournament. He was team high 18 points. But other than that, you just lose that leadership and guys that know how to win games. So with a young team like this, you got to preach how you got to step to that next level and do it as a team. As you see now, they're doing a great job communicating on defense.
And out of the timeout, Walsh gets a good shot from Zach Carter.
As soon as I say something about communication, there's a little miscommunication there with Jaquan and KDB.
So Walsh will come back, get a real free possession here.
Those are rebounds you got to have.
Sean Montgomery inbounding for the Cavaliers. Hardin with the ball on the right wing. Walsh looking to go down low.
And that's going to be something I'm going to be interested with Keita this year, is how he plays defense in the post. Because, you know, Coach Mata loves to rotate his forwards, power forward, small forward, really no position, but guys have to be able to play good position down low and guard in the post.
Ohio State coming back now. Mark Loving with the ball. Here on the right wing, Daniel Giddens swings the ball to Jaquan Lyle. Lyle with some space.
Deep shot.
Here come the Cavaliers now looking to run.
They're doing a great job on getting back on defense. No easy buckets for Walsh just yet.
Jesse Hardin with an open three, and you know he's going to fire it.
Like I said before, that's the guy you do not want to lose. In offense, you got the young freshman Grandstaff coming in and losing his assignment and not locating Jesse Hardin, and that's what happens when you leave him wide open. He knocks down the three.
Lyle with the ball for the Buckeyes. Coming off a screen from Giddens. Kata Bates-Diop fires from three. He knocks it down, and George at his size, he's a very good threat from deep.
Listen, if Mark Loving and Kata Bates-Diop can find their shot and knock down those wide open jump shots and just be aggressive offensively, you're looking at a totally different Buckeye team this season.
Here are the Cavaliers now. Ball on the right wing, swinging it around to the left side. Hardin with the ball.
I like the activity on defense from this Buckeye team. You can tell the coaching staff has really been teaching communication early on in practice.
Hardin kicks out to Zach Carter. Carter fires the three, and he gets it over Austin Grandstaff.
You got to give credit to Walsh. They haven't seen a three-pointer they don't like. Good knockdown by Carter.
Ohio State leading 17-9 here early on. Grandstaff with the ball on the right wing. Mark Loving coming off the screen. Good feed to Giddens. And that ball will go out off of Walsh.
Nice screen-to-screener action by the Buckeyes, and it's definitely been effective because they've been getting good shots off the curl. Let's see where they can finish. Walsh doing a good job of being active defensively with their hands and knocking the ball out before the Buckeyes can get over the finish.
Now here's A.J. Harris, who just stepped onto the floor for Jaquan Lyle. Mark Loving going to work. Not able to find Hardin pulls down the rebound for the Cavaliers.
Good shot. Had a smaller defender more, got in that sweet spot, and looked to make a point. Just got to finish next time. Good help defense. That's
great defense there by Giddens, staying vertical and just using all that size to keep Zach Carter away from the layup. Grandstaff fires the three. It's no good.
I got a chance to see him in practice, man. Really good shooter. I'll be interested in how he progresses and gets stronger in his career here at Ohio State, but definitely a dead-eye shooter for the Buckeyes.
Trey Fletcher going one-on-one with Daniel Giddens, and Fletcher will have one at the line as he drops the bucket.
And that's going to be a learning progress for Daniel Giddens. You see his body, you look at him, he looks like he's a fifth-year senior, but he's a freshman. He has to learn about post defense, stand on your feet, not giving up that position. But when he figures it out, he's definitely going to be an anchor for this Buckeye defense.
One shot here for Trey Fletcher. First shot from the line for the Cavaliers.
Fletcher with a nice up and under move with the left hand.
And he finds the bottom of the net, so he will complete the three-point play. Here is A.J. Harris now bringing up the ball for Ohio State. Buckeyes swing it over to Grandstaff, get it to A.J. Harris. Harris receives the screen from Thompson. Mark Loving with a nice fake there.
Nice pump fake. Got a clean shot. Ohio State is getting decent shots.
And Walsh with another three. It's a four-point play. The Italian battle. Hitting the three, and he'll get the opportunity for one more, and that is just that's got to just chalk that mistake up to a lack of experience on Austin Grandstaff.
Yeah, as you saw, he came down. The freshman tried to tap him. Got away with that in high school, not at this level. Like we talked about before, this is going to be a learning process for guys like Daniel Giddens and Grandstaff, because some things, some habits you had in high school, you're not going to be able to do it at this level, and that's why you play the game.
Battle of freshman himself, product of Cincinnati.
Ohio guy.
Completes the four-point play, so now Walsh only trails by one here. 17-16 is the score. So just over 12 minutes to play here in the first half.
Ohio State getting good looks to see if you got to knock him down.
And a foul there on Trevor Thompson, so Walsh with the ball now.
Trevor a little too aggressive down there. Got to use your hips and your backside to get good position. Sometimes you can't just throw your defender out of the way.
A.J. Harris showing some pressure.
And they're loving him in practice, man. Just aggressive, brings that intensity on defense and offense, and one of the faster players Coach Mata's coached in a long time.
Walsh fires another three. That's battle. Grandstaff closes out, and Ohio State pulls in the rebound.
Trev working hard down there. Got to catch that.
Here come the Cavaliers now. Zach Carter attacking the rim. He is fouled, but it's on the floor, no shots.
Good job by Zach Carter. He saw a one-on-one. He took it to the freshman and tried to get fouled.
And we are going to take a quick break as you look at the replay there. Ohio State leading 17-16. Welcome back to the Schottenstein Center here in Columbus, Ohio, where the Buckeyes find themselves up 17-16 on the Walsh Cavaliers. And George, looking at the team last year, Ohio State finishing 6th in the Big Ten. The Big Ten, one of the best basketball conferences in the country.
Definitely, year in and year out, the Big Ten conference teams always have guys representing them in the Final Four, as you saw with Wisconsin and Michigan State last year. Definitely two teams that's going to be powerhouses this season. A lot of the rankings have Ohio State right in the middle of the pack, 6th and 7th place preseason this year, but look for Wisconsin and Maryland and Michigan State to be the cream of the crop this season. But young team, you never know, they can pull it off and maybe make a standing for this Big Ten race.
You know, set to start back up here as Walsh has the ball on the left wing. Zach Carter guarded pretty tightly there by A.J. Harris. Fletcher looking to drive. Here's A.J. Harris coming the other way for Ohio State.
See what A.J. Harris, he's not even running fast and he's still legit.
Cam Williams swings to Diop. Mark Loving with the ball. And they got Jesse Hardin there on the foul.
For all the young kids watching, pump fake and always get your defender out of position, as you saw with Mark Loving. Pump fake, you got to respect his jumper. And then he made a dribble to the basket and he was able to draw the blocking foul. But it all was predicated off a nice pump fake to get his defender off balance.
And Ohio State inbounding here from this right sideline. A.J. Harris with the ball.
Ohio State likes to run a lot of fade screens, a lot of misdirections. Another offensive foul.
And I think we have a foul there for those screens. Sixth foul already for the team.
Hey, you like the aggression though. You know, sometimes you got to be a little smarter, but you like the aggression from your forwards when you're down in that paint, because they're going to need it in the Big Ten season.
Cavaliers with the ball now. Trey Fletcher has it. Ball goes back to Zach Carter, and A.J. Harris, just a tenacious defender.
Way to get over that screen.
Ball rolls around and out, and Ohio State will get it.
Trevor Thompson's got to get up on that shooter. He's 6'11". There should be no reason why he's getting over a wide open three-pointer when you know all these guys for Walsh team can knock down jumpers.
Here comes Ohio State. A.J. Harris with the ball. Swing to Cam Williams. Mark Loving, nice drive there. Looked real easy for him.
You got to respect his jump shooting ability, and that's what they were to open up the lane to him to get a wide open layup.
Jesse Hardin with the ball now. Ball swung to Zach Carter.
Yep.
Shot is not going to count, as we have an offensive foul against the Cavaliers. A.J. Harris excited as he drew the foul.
All predicated off of A.J. Harris being sound defensively and trying to get over that screen. I love his intensity on the offensive defensive end, especially on the defensive end.
A.J. Harris will get a break as Jaquan Lyle steps back into the game. Lyle with the ball here on the left wing. Gets a screen from Thompson.
Nice
pass there to get it to Thompson. Thompson just couldn't finish.
I don't think he even thought that pass was going to get through there. Good pass by Jaquan.
Cavaliers with the ball now.
Good help.
Good hands there from Jaquan Lyle to rip that away.
Trailer.
Lyle pulls up on the floater. Mark Loving with the rebound. He can't find it. It looked like it was Trevor Thompson that finally got the ball to go.
You probably want a different result for that fast break, but got a good bucket nonetheless.
Walsh with a good opportunity there as they ran the floor really well. Ohio State defense didn't get back in time. Walsh just missed the layup. Walsh with numbers here and running. Chaw Montgomery splitting Ohio State defenders. Nice move.
Great finish off the transition, off the turnover from Jaquan Lyle.
And Ohio State slowing things down after we had a little stretch of quick play there.
That's one of the things you see out of Jaquan Lyle is he never seems rushed out there. So tempo is going to be his strong asset.
And again, an illegal screen on the Buckeyes.
Got a chance to watch the Buckeyes scrimmage against each other. There must be a new one with Montgomery here with the finish and transition, splitting two defenders on the way to a hard bucket. But you saw the referees emphasizing moving screens and how to set screens good. So you see they're calling it now. It's David Bell, the red shirt freshman, checking in the game right now for the Buckeyes.
Walsh walking the ball up the floor. That'll be Zach Carter with the ball in hand. Connor Keck fires a quick three. He can't find the bottom.
Still got a clean look. There's too much room.
Jaquan Lyle gets the ball to Mark Loving, and right away you're seeing David Bell come off the bench and call for the ball down low.
They're doing a great job of running in transition. It's big man one-on-one. When you run in transition, you get rewarded by getting an easy bucket.
Jaquan Lyle with a nice look there to Mark Loving, but a foul before the pass.
Jaquan can do that. Transition, be able to, he is playing 6'5", and at the point guard, he's going to have smaller defenders on him. If he's able to post up smaller defenders and able to score, and with his passing ability, he could definitely be a weapon for this Buckeye team moving forward.
Right there, he was on the 5'9", Zach Carter. Ohio State inbounding from the baseline. Quick pass into David Bell. Ohio State trying to go to Jaquan Lyle, and that's 2 quick fouls on Zach Carter.
Jaquan doing a good job of trying to get an easy basket. OSU was 2 for their last 9 in field goals, and that's why you see Walsh get themselves back in this game.
And another quick inbound there for Ohio State to David Bell. Jaquan Lyle with the ball here on the right elbow. Mark
Loving in that sweet spot.
Kata Bates-Diop tried to go to Cam Williams. Good tip there from Jesse Hardin. Did a good job stepping into the pass lane.
Seeing a lot of guys trying to make that extra pass, but sometimes you got to step up and be able to knock that shot down when you receive a pass. You don't want to overpass sometimes.
And Mark Loving with an easy pass into Jaquan Lyle. Lyle with the ball back now.
Yep.
And they got David Bell on an illegal screen again. And at some point, like you said, you like the aggression, but at some point you have to learn that you can't do it the way that you are.
And I think the referees are emphasizing, making sure guys are in position before they set a screen. You saw there David Bell, legs kind of straight, wasn't bent, wasn't in an athletic stance, and he got penalized for the moving screen.
Here's Walsh now looking for Jesse Hardin. Ball goes back to Zach Carter. He'll fire from 3, and he'll find it.
That's what he does.
We're all knotted up at 21 here with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Walsh doing a great job. They're going to get them 3-pointers up. 12 already in the first half.
Jaquan Lyle tries to pass the ball down low. Goes out of play. Jaquan thought it was tipped. Ball was in fact tipped. Ohio State will maintain possession.
What you're seeing here early is the forwards. I don't like to say bigs because Ohio State really doesn't have a traditional big like a Sullinger from back in the day, but they got to get out, get a hand up on those shooters when they're coming off those down screens.
Montgomery checking in as you watch the pass, and it was in fact tipped.
That's a tough pass. That's a tough pass by Jaquan, but I like his passing ability. Sometimes he can make that play. One-hand passes off the dribble. Good move.
Good move up top to free up the space for that drive.
I like how he's getting that sweet spot and he's using his size. Nice little runner with the soft shot of the floater. I'm liking what I see out of Mark Loving scoring-wise in this first half.
He looks confident with the ball in his hand. Leading the Buckeyes and all scorers right now with 9 points.
And they're definitely going to need that from him. They need him to step up and be that guy to hold it down offensively. And do what he's doing now.
Firing the 3 for Walsh. That seems to be what they're going to go to all day. Here's Cam Williams with the ball for Ohio State. Williams tries to feed to Loving. Nice pass there from Loving as Kata Bates-Diop knocks down the 3. That was some nice passing right there.
That's good basketball. Cam found Mark Loving roaming in that sweet spot. They tried to collapse on him and he threw it back out to Kata Bates-Diop and he knocked down a 3-pointer. Guys are playing real good together and sharing the ball on offense.
Jesse Hardin with a good drive. Couldn't get the floater to go, so Cam Williams pulls down the board for the Buckeyes.
Stepped into it.
Can't get it to go. Bell with the board and the dump, but it won't count. Foul on David Bell before the rebound.
You like the aggression. This kid is an athlete. It's all going to be about him just getting his hours up and getting on the floor and getting time.
And with Ohio State leading 26-21, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching men's basketball on the Big Ten Network.
Got a son of former Buckeye great Ronnie Stokes Jr. I just like what Jeff Young is doing with this team, always competitive in their conference every season.
And you brought up Jeff Young, that national championship for them, Jeff Young's first year as a head coach for the Cavaliers.
Talk about Rookie of the Year, huh? Got it done in 2005. And you see him, he's always on his players, he holds them accountable. They always got good guards, as you see this year with Jesse Hardin Jr. You just got to love what he's doing with that program. They recruit a lot of guys out of the surrounding Columbus area.
And you see right away from Walsh, it looks like their game plan for this game and maybe moving forward is to just fire as many threes as they could. And you mentioned Jesse Hardin Jr. and those accolades are belonging to a player who's pretty talented.
If you look at this Walsh Cavalier team, goals is how far Jesse Hardin wants to take them. Last season, 16.5, and even more impressive is 6.6 rebounds for a guard who looks about 6'1", 6'2" out there. But to get 6.6 rebounds a game, that says a lot for a guy that's trying to do everything for his team to win.
Connor Keck hits the first of his 1-and-1 as Walsh is in the bonus.
Connor Keck with the fan club here in the Schottenstein Center.
Keck stepping up for a second shot out of Newark, Ohio. Ball bounces around and won't find the bottom of the net, so he hits one. The deficit is cut to 4. Ohio State leads 26-22.
Mark Loving doing a good job on those boards. 6 already in the first half, along with his 9 points. Love what I'm seeing from Mark Loving in the first half today.
Keita Bates-Diop with a good move there. Nice pull-up. Keita Bates-Diop, haven't talked about him much, but his jumper's looking good today.
Man, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him and Mark Loving. I mean, 2 interchangeable forwards that should step up and pick up some of this scoring load for this Buckeye team. Guys that can play multiple positions.
Trey Fletcher with the ball now for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers swing it around. Cam Williams with some tight defense on Stephen Carpenter. Ball gets to Hardin. Hardin hits the 3 as he goes to the ground trying to draw the foul.
Thing about it is those shots are wide open shots. You cannot give him a second to get a clean look at the rim because the result is going to be Jesse Hardin knocking down the 3.
Mr. Quan Lyle with the ball now for the Buckeyes. Receives the screen from David Bell. He's going to go all the way. Nice move there from Quan Lyle.
He's slithery off that dribble, man. I like what I see him from the big guard. It's going to be interesting how he progresses handling the point guard position from a vacated position from D'Angelo Russell last season.
Here is Hardin for Walsh. Hardin to Keck. Ball goes back to number 22.
Good switch.
Buckeyes collapse. Walsh kicks out. Cavaliers swinging the ball around. Trey Fletcher tries to get the shot over Lyle. Lyle blocks it, and right at the buzzer, Chal Montgomery can't hit the layup.
Tough shot. Transition post up.
David Bell looking for it. Ohio State looking elsewhere. As Cam Williams has the ball now. Bell swings over to Mark Loving. Loving fires the 3. He cannot get it to go as Montgomery pulls down the rebound for Walsh.
This Buckeye offense is predicated off of swings and just getting reversals, misdirections here in transition. Whoever has the good look can step up and make a shot, and that's what the Buckeyes are getting in this first half against Walsh.
Cam Williams one-on-one against Jesse Hardin. Hardin looking to go to work. Good defense there from Williams.
Williams got over that screen, textbook. Gotta get those hands off.
Right there, the referee saw it right away. Can't do that hand check.
As you see how we mentioned earlier, you cannot lose Jesse Hardin in half court. He's already knocked down 3 of them. He's 3 for 6 from field goals today. This the guy out of everybody on that scouting report where you cannot lose him. I know a lot of the Buckeyes are going to be doing a lot of switches. It's going to be predicated off of good communication to find out where the shooters are on the perimeter.
And now Jesse Hardin stepping to the line.
2 free ones.
Knocks down the first.
Coach O'Brien used to say you never want to foul a shooter and put a shooter on the line because free throws can get shooters going. Almost like layups for good 3-point shooters.
We'll get a chance to see Daniel Giddens as he makes his way onto the floor. As Jesse Hardin knocks down his second free throw, he's up to 11 points now.
As expected. He's the guy that's going to carry the load for this Walsh Cavalier team all season, as he averaged 16.5 last season.
Jaquan Lyle with the ball finds Cam Williams. Good pass to Daniel Giddens, and Giddens has no problem elevating.
No problem at all. And you're going to be seeing that a lot this year. Nice finishes around the rim for a guy who always elevates above the rim when he gets a chance. But good curl by Cam Williams. It's a nice drop off for Daniel, and he finished textbook style.
Cam Williams closing out on Hardin, not letting him get the shot up. This is Trey Fletcher going one-on-one with Mark Loving. Fletcher going to the post.
Good dig by Keita.
The Italian battle, can't hit it, gets the rebound. Good block there from Bates-Diop.
You see the length, Keita Bates-Diop on that play right there.
Standing at 6'7", and the pass from Williams there to Giddens. Giddens with an easy slam.
Good basketball. You come off that curl, your man has to help, and you can drop it off to the open man to Daniel Giddens. You're going to be seeing that all year. Good finisher for a guy that plays above the rim for the freshman from Georgia.
Cavaliers working the ball around the arc now as Trey Fletcher fires the 3. It's off.
Fletcher hasn't seen a shot he doesn't like.
Here comes Jaquan Lyle. Going to Keita Bates-Diop. Bates-Diop keeps that hot hand rolling as he's up to 15 points.
Way to step into that shot.
3 of 4 from deep.
Gotta love the shooting from Mark Loving, Keita Bates-Diop, the 2 interchangeable forwards.
And Ohio State has a lead now, as you see the fans are. Welcome back to Columbus, Ohio, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, who lead the Walsh Cavaliers by 8 with just under 4 minutes to play here in this first half. And this young Ohio State team is going to go through the gauntlet, as the Big Ten has 6 teams in the top 25.
Hey, got to throw them to the fire, man. You're talking about one of the youngest teams, not in the Big Ten, but in the country. And you see 6 teams ranked in the Big Ten. Ohio State not receiving any votes. They got to have a chip on their shoulder. Young teams going to come out and play man-to-man majority of the year, and they're starting from scratch. And I think the coaching staff with Coach Mata, Coach Dickerson, everybody has stepped up, and they understand what they have on their hand. And it's going to be challenging, but you get these kids to buy in, something can happen great this season for the Buckeyes.
And there's a foul there on Daniel Giddens. So this number 20, Will Parker, will make his way to the line, shooting 2, as Walsh is in the bonus, and they will be for the remainder of this first half.
Yeah, a lot of those wasted fouls sometimes on those offensive screens. You know, offensive fouls and things like that put you in a situation where your opponent is shooting free throws early.
Will Parker gets a nice roll there as that ball bounces around and finds its way down.
Was that all touch on that shot, or was that all spin?
Trevor Thompson making his way back onto the floor as Will Parker takes the second. Can't find it early on, George. I've been pretty impressed with the Ohio State bigs. They look comfortable in this system.
You know, usually you talk about Ohio State bigs, you say, you know what, we're undersized, you know, playing Mark Lugging at the 4. But I think with Trevor Thompson, Daniel Giddens, and David Bell, long, athletic, rangy bigs, and you see here, the drop off from Jaquan Lyle. These guys are going to be playing by committee, and they step up, they do their job, rebound, hedge on those screens. I think that's going to help this Buckeye team defensively, as well as offensively.
Very easy 2 there for Trevor Thompson, set up by Jaquan Lyle as Jesse Hardin launches the 3 and drops it.
As soon as I say that, Trevor's a little late on that screen and roll where he had to step up. He has to know that's Jesse Hardin. Jesse Hardin's coming off that screen and roll, ready to shoot.
Walsh not able to go on the break as they get Mark Loving for the foul. That'll be the Italian battle, making his way for some free throws.
I know Ohio State's jersey say LeBron on him. I think Mark Loving forgot to do his LeBron does pregame warm-up. As you see here, just lay in, coming off the court, Jaquan Lyle with a nice pass. He knows the big man is going to be open because the defense is semi-double teaming him off the screen and roll. Good drop-off, good finish by Trevor Thompson.
Battle stepping up to the line for his 2nd time today.
Walsh living at the line late in this first half.
And Ohio State not doing themselves any favors, as they've been in the bonus for a while now, and the fouling really hasn't slowed down.
And if you look at the type of fouls they're getting called for, you know, the offensive fouls where bad screens, that's just all about positioning and all about not being focused to come, slow down, bend your knees, and set a solid screen to where it's not illegal, especially if the referees are making an emphasis on it. After the first 2, you got to be accountable and say, all right, I need to set a better screen.
Battle knocks them both down as he's 3 of 3 from the line now. Buckeyes with the ball. Grandstaff going down to Trevor Thompson, looking to go to work in the post. Thompson doubled. That's a smart pass.
It's a rare look in the post to see what Trevor Thompson can do with it.
Shot clock winding down, 7 seconds. Mark Loving fires the 3. Ooh. Not a friendly bounce, but Trevor Thompson with a big offensive rebound and a nice finish.
Watching these guys in practice, that's the first thing I notice of him. A guy that's going to be attacking those offensive glass, has great size, great length. It's going to be huge for him if he can get those offensive rebounds this season.
Walsh going into the post. Trey Fletcher gets the shot up, and he is fouled. He'll have 2 at the line.
And that's what I mentioned in the beginning, like Cada, Jaquan Lyle, Mark Loving, they got to do a better job of just playing post defense. It's all about positioning. If a guy makes a jump hook over your outstretched arms, that's just a tough shot right there. I think he reached and tried to go for the block. Even Trevor was coming over for the help side defense. They do a good job of digging in the post. So if you know someone's going to be digging and helping you defensively, just stay straight up and let them make a tough shot over your hands.
And that could be something that just comes with having these guys play together longer, as a lot of new faces here today. Trevor Thompson pulls down the board. The Italian battle almost came away with it.
Trev brought it low and almost got it stolen from him.
Ohio State with the ball now, leading by 6. Jaquan Lyle trying to make something happen. Pass into Thompson. Thompson clearing some space, tries to tip it in. Ball's loose. Thompson's on the floor. Great hustle there from Trevor Thompson. And Austin Grandstaff fires the 3. It's no good. Trevor Thompson almost pulls in the board, but they got him for over the back.
These guys are aggressive. He's aggressive attacking that glass, but he's supposed to make that layup because you're not going to get those looks in the Big Ten season.
Looking at Keita Bates-Diop, 6 of 7 from the field, 15 points, 5 boards. We talked about a hot hand. And at his size, you got to expect him to be a big rebounder for Ohio State.
He's one of those guys that has to do it all for this Buckeye team. He has to score, he has to defend, he has to make the right pass, and he has to rebound. He's definitely off to a great start, being aggressive, stepping into his jumpers, got his footwork right. Jaquan's doing a good job of finding him. And you just want to see aggression. Sometimes aggression is just half the battle with guys who are talented offensively, can do a lot of things. And that's what you're seeing today from Mark Loving and Keita Bates-Diop.
Will Parker knocks down both of his free throws. The tally is now Ohio State 39, Walsh 35. It's about a minute and a half to play here. Zach Carter almost with a steal, but Jaquan Lyle pulls in the loose ball. Foul there on Will Parker as David Bell was trying to set up position.
Right there, David Bell did a good job. He sat on his defender, bent his knees, and tried to get good position, put a target hand out. He got rewarded by a foul. Let's see if he can knock these 2 free throws down.
And now the Buckeyes joining the Cavaliers in the bonus as David Bell will have a 1-and-1.
Free throws number 2 and 3 for the Buckeyes. Walsh is shooting over 14, 10 of 14 for the free throw line, living at the foul line in the first half for the Walsh Cavaliers.
Part of the reason why Walsh is in this game right now, 7 of 18 from 3, that 3-point shot, and they're, like you said, just living at the line, 10 of 14.
Speaking of David Bell, who just knocked down that free throw, you got to give this kid some credit. Came in almost like a toothpick. You see his body, how it's coming together. Coach Richardson is doing a great job with him in that weight room, and that's what you want to see out of a kid who redshirts to get his body and his mind ready for the next season.
Good movement here from Walsh as Trey Fletcher gets the shot up over David Bell, almost came over for a big backside block.
I thought David Bell was going to have one of his highlight reel blocks right there.
Keita Bates-Diop steps into the shot, goes for a little pump fake, shuffles the feet, and we've got to travel.
Hey, when you're feeling it, sometimes you don't know what you want to do, drive or shoot the jumper. Step into that young man and knock it down. You've been doing a good job of that thus far.
Now inside 1 minute to play here in the first half. Zach Carter bringing the ball up for the Cavaliers.
See a lot of switching from this Buckeye team. Communication is going to be essential for the Buckeyes this season.
And there they got Will Parker with the illegal screen. You saw him toss the shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but like you said, Kevin, I think they're doing a real good emphasis of you got to make sure you're in good thing. Jesse Hardin, hey, 16.5 last year. He's definitely on pace for almost a 30-point game today. But hey, he's going to carry that offensive load for the Walsh Cavaliers. He likes to get his shots up from the 3-point line, as he shot 10 in the exhibition last season.
And now here are the Buckeyes. Austin Grandstaff with the ball on the right wing, facing some heavy pressure. Jaquan Lyle fakes the 3, tries to feed Bell. Ball being bounced around. Keita Bates-Diop comes away with it. Feeds Bell. Bell tries to finish over Keck, and he's fouled.
Jaquan, what I'm seeing is there's not a lot of spacing. Sometimes he's been a little too unselfish when he gets in the lane. There's not really too much spacing for you to try to make a left-hand pass right there. Sometimes he has to look to get that nice little floater off in that little sweet spot right above the block. But hey, he's being unselfish, and that's what you like to see out of your point guard.
David Bell knocks down that free throw.
Big fella.
3 of 3 from the line now.
Yeah.
7. George, looking at this non-conference schedule for such a young Buckeye team, it's going to be quite a test.
Quite a test. If you look at the number 6 Virginia team coming in, they're just a system team coached by Tony Bennett and staff. You got UConn, who is perennially known for having great guards. And hey, let's not forget Kentucky. I mean, there's no other better teacher than experience and just getting out and playing. And that's what you're seeing with this Buckeye team. And you got Maryland and Indiana in conference play. I mean, hey, that's how you get better. You play against the best and try to be the best.
Bates Diop knocks down the second. Stretches the lead to 7 now. Under 12 to play. Jaquan Lyle bringing some full court pressure on Zach Carter. Carter able to get through it, and Carter making his way to the hole with a nice pass to Trey Fletcher that Fletcher couldn't handle. Bates Diop goes to the floor, and we've got a jump ball.
Got to give credit to Daniel Giddens. Young guy got over for that good help side and forced Zach Scott into a bad pass.
And the arrow points Ohio State's way.
Bates Diop doing it all today. Blocking shots, knocking down jumpers, hustling, getting floor burns. You have to be extra with the cocoa butter tonight after the game.
Here comes Jaquan Lyle now, and here is Keita Bates Diop with the ball in hand. Austin Grandstaff, the freshman who we've seen a little bit of today, feeds into Mark Loving. Loving's doubled, and he finds an open Lyle.
Pass.
Lyle not able to find the 3.
I like that offense, though. Mark Loving got in a good spot, had a smaller defender on him. Walsh defense collapsed. When he got rid of it, got it to Jaquan for a good look.
Good hands there by Bates Diop.
Losing those long arms and good hands today.
Here is Jesse Hardin now looking to make something happen. Zach Carter fires the 3, and he finds the bottom. They're still loving that 3 ball over at Walsh.
Hey, listen, anytime you get up almost 33s, it's safe to say you like shooting them. But you know what? These Buckeyes got to do a better job of extending themselves. When you know a team is a 3-point shooting team, you got to extend that defense. Make them do something else.
Jaquan Lyle with the ball, receives the screen from Giddens.
Nice.
Lyle with the floater, doesn't roll in. Good board from Giddens, and he'll get an extra one as he's fouled on the way in.
That was a grown man rebound, grown man finish right there. And you see him just oozing with potential. He went up, secured that rebound with 2 hands, went straight back up and finished with the left hand. Good rebound by Giddens. Explosion. You gotta like that. And he's stronger than what he looks.
He looks strong.
Definitely. Like I'm interested to see his progression, man, as a basketball player. He's a little raw offensively, but when he figures it out, I think he could be a great asset to this Buckeye team.
Stepping to the line now, where he's 1 of 2 on the day. Make it 1 of 3.
Take his time a little bit on his free throws. That's free money, young fella. It's free money.
Zach Carter receives the screen from Keck. Carter going all the way, passes out to Hardin. Hardin has no problem firing the 3, and he hits it.
To ring that up, anytime he's got an open look, it's been bottoms for Jesse Hardin. 13 of 29 for this Walsh Cavalier team for 3-point line.
Jesse Hardin himself, 7 of 9. It's been lights out today. A.J. Harris fires a 3 of his own. He can't find it, but Mark Loving pulls down the board, puts on some nice post moves, but can't find it.
Mark Loving on his way to a double-double.
Here's Jesse Hardin with the ball. Under 10 to play. 3-point game in Columbus, Ohio. Hardin couldn't find the mark. Keita Bates Diop just rejects it on the smaller Shaw Montgomery.
Keita Bates Diop doing his Ken Johnson, Dallas Lauderdale impression with 3 blocks today. Just doing it all.
There's a quick 3 from Walsh. It doesn't go. A.J. Harris running.
You see right there, they got a good contest on Jesse Hardin, and he wasn't able to knock it down. You can't let guys, when you know the scouting report says 3-point shooter, and he was 7 for 9 from 3-point range. They have to get a good contest out to guys like that. Good help by Daniel Giddens. He covers the basket. Zach Scott fine. Guess who? Jesse Hardin. It's almost like a layup for him.
Zach Carter's going to make his way to the bench after the foul. You saw him holding his back.
Yeah, they're giving it all out here. Walsh is definitely playing hard against this Buckeye team. Keeping it close right now. Only down 3 points.
Bates Diop pulls up from the mid-range. He's got it.
He's just showing us an array of his offensive repertoire today. Face-ups, post-ups. Liking what I'm seeing from Keita.
Early on, we saw him with a nice drive to the hoop and a good finish. There's Shaw Montgomery. There will be no shot as he's fouled on the floor by Grandstaff.
But if you look at Coach Mott and his staff and his system, guys that's 6'7", 6'6" range, they can do a little bit of everything. They can excel if they really are focused and ready to get it done. And you saw from one of the do-it-all guys in Evan Turner, who was National Player of the Year some years back. So you just got to love it when those guys are interchangeable. And that's an asset that Coach Mott and his staff loves in forwards like that.
Jesse Hardin goes and gets the ball from Shaw Montgomery up top. Hardin receives the screen from Fletcher, cooks to Keck. Fletcher's fouled. Bucket's no good as he calls it on the floor.
The Walsh bench seems to think differently, but they got to understand this is college basketball, not NBA basketball. But you like the pump fake here. Look, he hit 7 threes already. You got to play him up. Good pump fake. Froze Mark Loving for a split second. He was able to get by him for the blocking foul.
Even when the shots don't count, he's knocking them down. Trey Fletcher open on the roll there, but good defense by the Buckeyes. Giddens doing a good job staying vertical. That's just a nice move by Trey Fletcher.
Fletcher has a nice knack of getting back to that left hand. Knows how to protect himself with his body. Good move by Fletcher down in the post.
A.J. Harris gets it to Mark Loving. Buckeyes swing the ball around.
Offense is predicated off of that swing to get the defense out of position.
Bates Diop driving and scooping in the layup.
Have I mentioned I've seen it all from Cater today? He's doing it all today. Good sweeping layup.
You said you saw it all before, and then he hits that nice layup there.
Hey.
Have to see what's next. Hardin going one-on-one with Diop. Hardin stepping back. Diop's there. Walsh fires the three. The offensive rebound by Montgomery as he rips it away from Grandstaff. 67-70, Walsh trails.
Grandstaff got to get a body on Montgomery. Weak side offensive rebounds.
Got to imagine they're going to the hot hand here.
You would think.
And he's still hot. So Keita Bates Diop is doing it all today. Just nails the three there to put Ohio State up 6.
Switch layup. Keita Bates Diop knocking down threes kind of reminds you of another guy that used to wear 33. One of Ohio State's best shooters ever.
Welcome back to Columbus, Ohio, where the Ohio State Buckeyes and Walsh Cavaliers are in a 73-67 game led by the Buckeyes. George, looking ahead at Walsh's schedule, not as many big names as the Buckeyes, but this has to be a good tune-up for them.
What we talked about before, Jeff Young is always going to keep this Walsh team competitive. 12-10 in the conference last year, and they made it to the semifinals, upsetting #2 ranked Michigan Tech. So they're always going to be competitive in that conference, and I look forward to seeing big things, especially with Jesse Hardin leading the way offensively for the Walsh Cavaliers.
There's Shaw Montgomery with the ball trying to go to Trey Fletcher inside as A.J. Harris just refuses to give him an easy pass. Good rotation there by Giddens and a better tip by Connor Keck.
Good tipping by Connor Keck. Newark Catholic fan club is here in full effect, rooting him on, but they got to realize that A.J. Harris was on Montgomery a little earlier and get him help earlier on Fletcher.
Giddens going to face up into the jumper. Not able to find it. 4-point game here with 6:45 to go. Zach Carter with the ball.
They want to slow it up and get a good shot here on this possession.
Trey Fletcher waiting to feed Jesse Hardin. Zach Carter moving around. Gets a good look at the rim, but he can't find it. Mark Loving rips down the rebound, and that's a double-double for Loving.
Good move by Zach Carter. You got to finish that when you're down 4 points. A little breakdown defensively from the Buckeyes, but he couldn't make them pay.
Grandstaff swings the ball to Loving. A.J. Harris coming off the screen from Giddens.
Ohio State trying to take some time off that clock. Got it to the hands of the right one for the last 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Mark Loving driving, and he's fouled. And we've got another timeout on the floor.
Gotta love these new rules, huh?
Now for Ohio State, George, just stepping into this is not the game we thought we were going to see from Walsh.
If you look at the stats, typically, Ohio State usually wears down the Walsh team and breaks away from them late in the games. But hey, anytime you have a young team, man, inconsistency is always a big thing, and you never know what you're going to get from them. You got to give credit to Jesse Hardin and the Walsh Cavaliers. I mean, he has 25 points, 7 to 10 from three-point range. Anytime you're shooting that well from three-point range, you're always going to be an arm length of a win.
And we are going to take a quick break here. from Columbus, Ohio. Welcome back. Ohio State 73, Walsh 69 is the score. Just over 6 minutes to play.
Ohio State Buckeyes didn't do a good job of realizing that A.J. Harris had a smaller defender on him. Rotated late, Connor Keck was able to come in and get the tip in offensively.
So now Mark Loving steps to the line for a 1-and-1. Gets a nice roll on the first, so he earns a second.
Love what you're seeing out of Loving in this exhibition game, man, being aggressive offensively and defensively. But most importantly, he's mixing it up. You know, he averaged 9.4 last year, but 46.1 from three-point line. Definitely helped D'Angelo free the lane, but got derailed a little bit with his suspension, and you never really seen him recover the rest of the season.
Zach Carter running the floor nicely, finds Connor Keck. Looked like Mark Loving may have got a piece of that. Regardless, Ohio State has the ball as Jaquan Lyle brings the ball the other way.
I bet Connor Keck probably wants that shot back. Easy layup he's got to probably knock down and finish in front of his hometown crowd.
Cam Williams swinging the ball now. Mark Loving driving, and he's fouled on the block.
Nice sweep and go move from Mark Loving. Keita and Mark Loving are showing the whole repertoire right here. You know he can shoot, rip through, one dribble, finish. Defender was late, get the blocking foul. Now he's shooting 2 more free throws.
Loving going back to the line where he's 3 of 3 on the day. Drops another, he's 4 of 4.
Easy money. Kind of like these forwards for the Buckeyes. Mark Loving, Keita Bates-Diop, Jayshawn Tate. A lot of interchangeable positions. Jayshawn Tate is probably the better post scorer out of the three, who likes to throw his body around real aggressive offensively, but you got to like those three moving forward for this season.
Walsh bringing the ball up now. Jesse Hardin here with it. Zach Carter now with the ball in hand. Jaquan Lyle defending. Carter gets Cam Williams in the air. He pulls up for the jumper, and he's fouled by Cam Williams.
Good job by Daniel Giddens not to get offense, not to get a goaltending right there. But nice rip through, one dribble pull up from Zach Scott. One dribble pull up mid-range shot is like a lost art in today's game. You see it from a pro named Stephen Curry, NBA MVP. But it's definitely a difficult shot. Zach Scott made it look easy and drew the foul.
He knocks down the free throw. He's 3 of 3 on the day now. And been talking a lot about Jesse Hardin, but Zach Carter, a big reason why these guys are hanging around. 17 points, 4 assists. He's 4 of 4 from deep. And with that free throw, he's 4 of 4 from the line.
Anytime you have 43 points between your backcourt, you're definitely going to be around in some games, and that's what you see in Walsh. Zach Carter, Jesse Hardin doing their thing in the backcourt, keeping Walsh Cavaliers in this close contested game here at Schottenstein Arena.
Mark Loving swings to Jaquan Lyle. Lyle finds Williams off the curl. Cam Williams with a nice jumper there.
Nice. You can tell he had his mind made up that he was shooting that one, got his legs up under him. And Cam is a really undesirable. He's athletic, and I just love the shot he got right there.
Nice pass there to Jesse Hardin with a nice reverse layup. Don't know which was better, the pass or the finish.
It's basketball right there. Good pass, good finish. Jesse Hardin mixing it up, getting to the lane now instead of three-pointers.
Jaquan Lyle with the ball on the left wing going against Zach Carter. Lyle off the screen finds Bates-Diop. Bates-Diop goes to Loving in the post. And Loving is blocked. He's going to go to the line.
I like what I see. He's posting up smaller defenders, taking bigger defenders off the dribble. He almost tried to pull the Aaron Crabb here by pulling his chair, but Cam Williams got his legs up under him. One of the more dynamic athletes on this Buckeye team, even for his size. Anytime you get your shoulder square, your legs into it, it's going to be a good, efficient shot.
So Loving with a 1-and-1, and in the first half we saw Walsh living in the bonus, and now Ohio State has been there for quite some time as Mark Loving knocks down the first.
That's how coaches make their money. Halftime adjustments. 16 shots, that's what I like. He has to carry the load for this team offensively. Shoot good shots, be aggressive. Good things are going to come. And I think he knows he's going to take that burden off this team this year. You know what? Step up and be the scorer that the Buckeyes sorely need. With almost 30 points between two guys leading last year for D'Angelo and Sam Thompson.
So Walsh getting behind the Ohio State presses. Jesse Hardin was one-on-one with Bates-Diop, and Bates-Diop fouls him on the floor. It's the 6th team foul. The next one we see will put Walsh with a 1-and-1.
Walsh took advantage of a miscue by the Buckeyes and attacked quick in that transition offense. and they got rewarded with the foul.
Exactly 4.5 to play. Ohio State up 81-73 on the Walsh Cavaliers.
Walsh only a couple possessions out of it, the way they shoot three-pointers. See if they can get the ball swung around to Jesse Hardin late in the shot clock.
Zach Carter will pull early in the shot clock. He misses. We go to Trey Fletcher, and he goes up through the trees and puts in the layup for 2.
Credit Zach Scott staying with the play, getting an offensive rebound. And bad things happen when you give up offensive rebounds on defense.
Cam Williams defended by Jesse Hardin. Buckeyes looking to go back to Mark Loving, not able to do it. Bates Diop with the ball now, going against Fletcher. Diop falling away, can't hit it.
Tough shot.
Here comes Zach Carter, directing traffic for Walsh. Gets the ball back in his hands. Get it to Jesse Hardin. Go down low to Fletcher. Fletcher trying to feed to Montgomery. Ball goes off Cam Williams. And we are going to take one more break. Ohio State leads 81-75. You're watching the Big Ten Network.
It's time now for tradition. You know how to sing Hang on Sloopy.
Welcome back to the Schottenstein Center, where we've got a game on our hands. Ohio State leads 81-75 over the Walsh Cavaliers, and Keita Bates Diop looking like a brand new player if you look at his numbers from last year.
If you look at his numbers from last year, he only averaged maybe 10 minutes a game, 3.4 points a game, 2 rebounds. Shot 46% from three-point range, but just learning as a freshman, learning on the job, but he's going to get triple the minutes this year, and we definitely expect for him to step up and hold that offensive load, him with Mark Loving and Jaquan Lyle.
Here's Trey Fletcher with the ball being defended by Mark Loving. Walsh gets the ball into the hands of Hardin, almost turned over there, but Cavaliers hang. Hardin fires from way deep with the shot clock running out, and Bates Diop pulls in a nice rebound there to get the ball for Ohio State.
I mean, that's another clean look. Mark Loving should have got up on him a little bit more. I don't see a shot that Jesse Hardin doesn't like from three-point range.
Here's Jaquan Lyle going one-on-one with Zach Carter.
Nice.
Very nice screen from Trevor Thompson. Sets up a very easy lane.
For a big guard, it always comes off shoulder to shoulder on that pick and roll. You got to like that from Jaquan Lyle. Pick and rolls are like the fundamentals of offense, and you can see he likes to work that pick and roll.
Zach Carter looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Good cut by Chal Montgomery, and that's a better block from Trevor Thompson. It'll go as a jump ball, and Walsh will keep possession, but a nice play there from Thompson.
Gotta love it. Cam Williams overextended, got beat. Trevor Thompson came over. Kind of looked like Tristan Thompson there. Jaquan Lyle came off shoulder to shoulder on the screen and roll and was able to beat his man for the nice lay.
Jesse Hardin looking to get around the edge. Ball is loose, and Jaquan Lyle comes away with it.
Jesse Hardin acted like he might have wanted to dunk that one just right then.
Lyle swings over to Loving. Cam
move.
Williams gets past Hardin. Shot will not count. Foul was on the floor. But Cam Williams will shoot 2 as the Ohio State Buckeyes find themselves in the double bonus.
I love the way the Buckeyes are utilizing the pump fake. Saw Mark Loving in the first half. See with Cam Williams right there, even Keita Bates Diop. Pump fake, when they know you can shoot, you're able to get your defender off balance and be able to get to the lane. Good move by Cam Williams.
Cam steps to the line for the first time today. Can't knock down the first. And that's a rarity for Ohio State, as they are now 14 of 17 from the line.
Shot 91% from the free throw line. I don't know what's going on with Cam today.
And he hits that one.
Maybe you heard me just then, huh, Kevin?
Just like to remind you, you can still hit the free throws. Just over 2 to play here in Columbus. Ohio State leads 84-75. But this game is not at all over with the way Walsh can shoot the 3-ball. Trey Fletcher in traffic.
Tough shot. He has a knack of getting back to that left hand.
Drops it in. He's got 11 on the day.
Buckeyes got to do a better job of getting to that right shoulder. Loves to get back to that left hand.
Here's Cam Williams with the ball, trying to go to Loving. Ball goes back to Cam Williams. He pulls up for 3, and he knocks down the 3.
Good shot. Almost similar to the one about a couple minutes ago where Cam got his legs up on him, got his shoulder square. Good knockdown by Cam Williams.
He's now 1 of 3 from deep. Finally converts after missing his first 2. Jesse Hardin going one-on-one with Diop. A nice pass into Fletcher, and Fletcher not able to find it. I was almost expecting him to hit it after we've seen him hit a couple tough shots in a row.
Yeah, he has a knack for getting that quick little shot. He's undersized at that position, but knows how to finish around the basket.
Jaquan Lyle feeds Mark Loving out on the perimeter. Loving going against Montgomery. KVD. Kata Bates-Diop finds Jaquan Lyle.
Buckeyes taking their time on this possession.
Good shake from Lyle there.
Referees want to talk it over.
Yeah, is it and one? Is it on the floor? No shot.
Oh.
The fans don't like it at all.
Jaquan Lyle doing a good job going off that shoulder to shoulder. He didn't put the ball back down. I don't know. What do you think, Kevin?
In my eyes, I think he's just shooting one at the line.
Yeah, should have been an and one. He's going over and explaining it to Coach Mata right now.
That's an exhibition for these guys too.
Right.
Tune up for the officials.
They're learning on the job also.
Jaquan hits the first. That's his first time at the line today. He starts off 1 for 1.
And that goes to my point earlier when I said I think I need to see Jaquan be a little bit more aggressive, get into that lane. He has a big body. He knows how to finish in the lane. Get to the free throw line a little earlier in the game.
He knocks down the second, bringing his total to 16 points on the day. And he's been stat stuffing today with 8 rebounds and 7 assists to go along with those points.
You like that out of a big guard. Got to be able to do a little bit of everything. Distribute, rebound, and knock some shots down.
Jesse Hardin stepping back, finds Will Parker. Will Parker not able to hit the three. Jaquan Lyle looking to run. Knocks down Cam Williams in the process. Kata Bates-Diop almost with a huge throwdown, but he couldn't get it to fall. Trey Fletcher goes the other way. Nice lay-in.
Trey Fletcher getting back to that left hand. Good finish on transition after the missed dunk by Kata. He almost brought the house down, though. Gotta love his aggressiveness today, though.
Just under 30 seconds to play. Absolutely impressed. And a foul there on Zach Carter, his 4th.
Zach Carter thought he had it.
Just under 25 seconds to play.
Child Montgomery fouls out, 6 points, 8 rebounds. Collective effort by these Walsh guards, man. They're doing a little bit of everything. Playing good defense, knocking the three-pointers down.
Lyle quickly makes his way back to the line, and he hits his first.
You're going to see that a lot from a big guard. Little guards seem to think that big guards can't dribble, and they're going to gamble. Jaquan got to be ready to make those guards pay.
An unfriendly roll there does not let him hit the second. We're now inside 20 seconds. Jesse Hardin with the ball swings over to Zach Carter. Zach Carter fires the three, and he hits the three.
Cam was a little too much in help on that one. When you know you got a shooter, you got to stay a little close on that help side.
Jesse Hardin comes in and fouls. That's his 3rd. 14 seconds. Jaquan Lyle, after no free throws in the first 38 minutes of play, is going back for his 5th and 6th.
Kind of like the balance. You got Loving with 24, Lyle with 17, Bates-Diop with 25. If they can do this, almost like a three-headed monster offensively for the Buckeyes, this young team could be dangerous.
And as Jaquan Lyle hits his first, those 3 guys you mentioned, all good scoring options, and I think we saw some good stuff today from the Ohio State bigs.
Definitely. I mean, the bigs are posting early in transition, getting good position. When they got it, they finished, and that's what you want out of your bigs. And we're not even talking about Jayshawn Tate, who's going to be thrown back into this lineup too, a guy who likes to post up and do things aggressively offensively.
Zach Carter not able to hit the deep three. Jaquan Lyle gets it after Trevor Thompson pulls down the board. And the clock will tick down to 0 as Ohio State walks away a winner in a tougher game than they probably thought they would get. Our final is 92-82. I'm Kevin Nybecker. Alongside me was George Reese, and we'd like to thank you for watching men's basketball on the Big Ten Network.